I say, so like P, complying with the new safety regulations is useless. Okay. Even if the new regulations had been in effect before last year's laboratory fire, they would not have prevented the fire or the injuries resulting from it because they do not address its underlying causes. All right. So P's main conclusion is complying with the new safety regulations is useless. And then Q responds is saying, but any regulations that can potentially prevent money from being wasted are useful. If obeyed, the new safety regulations will prevent some, so at least one accident. And whenever there is an accident here at the lab, money is wasted even if no one is injured. So when I go into these and I see it's a point, like a disagree question, I reread my first one and I go through my answers and I say, does P agree, disagree, or do I not know for this answer choice? And
Okay.
so A says, last year's fire resulted in costly damage to the lab. So I love this approach because like P doesn't say anything about A, but it'd be tricky.
Yeah.
So I get to cross it off without even thinking about Q.
Yeah.
I get to cross it off. B says accidents at the lab inevitably result in personal injuries. I'm going to say that he would say yes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes to that. C, the new safety regulations address the underlying cause of last year's fire. He would say no. D says it is useful to comply with the new safety regulations. No. And then E, the new safety regulations are likely to be obeyed in the lab. We have no idea what he would say to that.
Yeah.
We get to cross it off. And so now I like it because for Q, I only have to consider 3 answers.
Right.
So what would Q say? Accidents in the lab inevitably result in personal injuries. I would say that he would, like, we don't really know what he thinks on that.
Yeah.
So we get to cross it off. C says the new safety regulations address the underlying cause of last year's fire. I would say like actually no, because he's saying like it could have happened.
Yeah.
And then D, is it useful? Yes, that's where our point of a disagreement is. One says no, one says yes. That's going to be our answer.
Yeah.